All right, let's talk about investing. The single greatest investment I have made is storytelling. How I tell the story of myself to myself. You know when people talk about writing diaries, reflections, morning affirmations in the mirror about who they are or who they would like to be? For example, if someone tells themselves, I am disciplined, over and over every single morning, then by focusing and strengthening that idea, they could, for example, become more patient with their parents, because every time they're wrestling with whether to stay calm or not, they see it as an opportunity to build discipline, an opportunity to build you, or in this case, themselves. Every time you go to the gym, even when you don't want to, every time you sleep on time or eat the foods that you set out on eating, you are building discipline. You are building you. Every time you have a question you aren't unsure about, and you make it a habit to always fucking ask, building discipline. You are building you. Discipline is just an example, by the way. But the point I'm trying to make is that identity level things, by investing in identity level things, you're automatically upgrading every aspect of your life that ties to that piece of identity. So really, storytelling is identity capital. What do I mean? You are making an investment on who you are. But for anyone to actually buy into this, you gotta genuinely believe that in every situation, you are the most important. Not saying to be selfish, like if we bring it back to parents' analogy, right? It's not being selfish, but rather genuinely believing in the fact that you are the end goal. The end goal is you. I choose to think in this way because it takes attention away from all the things that I can't control, which is literally anything outside of myself. And it redirects all energy into the things that I can control. And even more importantly, actions that I can take. Let's talk about ChatGPT. It's quite a buzz surrounding it these days, yeah? It makes our life so much easier. We all, or maybe just me, use it a little bit too much. If someone wanted to improve society, why don't they just improve ChatGPT, right? It helps everyone to better help themselves. So you don't have to go individual by individual, group by group. Or let's go for a gym analogy. Why do people always talk about compound lifts, compound movements, bench press, deadlifts, squats, whatever? It's because they are bang for your buck, because they hit multiple muscle groups at the same time. So when it comes to our mind, our thoughts, our mental operating system and how we go about life, why don't we do the same? Instead of updating each individual app one by one, why not update the entire operating system? Every moment in life is an opportunity to update that operating system, because that operating system is the story of yourself. And since you're with yourself in every single moment, it's an opportunity to work on that narrative. Each moment is an opportunity to become a better writer, a better narrator of your own life. And so it goes both ways. And someone once told me, a good and fulfilling life is simply string together as many good days as you can. And if that narrative of yours is coherent, and since it will apply to every moment of every day, then I think it's a good bet for a good life. At the end of the day, your brain is a filter. There's so much information around us. Fucking information overload. Over time, you train your brain to see what it wants to see, confirmation bias. You think your life is shit. Your brain will collect all pieces of information that acts as proof of that. But if you train the filter to ask, what do I learn here? How do I grow? How do I become better? Then you get better at getting better. You literally improve the skill of improving. If we bring back to the discipline example, right? if you tell yourself, I'm disciplined, even the smallest things, you'll give yourself a pat on the back. Oh yeah, I did this. I'm building discipline. And then the person next to you will be like, you did absolutely nothing, right? But that's the point. You're getting more motivated. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You feel good, and then you actually become more and more disciplined. And the fact that the littlest things will make you feel more disciplined, that's the beauty of it. And again, discipline is just an example. It can be any narrative, right? I'm saying that we can choose the frame and filter in how we view life. So because we can choose, why don't we use it to our advantage? Personally, I would just choose the frame and the lens that will make my own life better. And sure, people will be like, yeah, that's just called being positive. And that, no shit, of course. But there's one thing with intellectually agreeing with something, like, yeah, that makes sense, of course. Who wouldn't? But then most people fall under that. But how many people actually live it, right? To genuinely believe in it and act in a way that corresponds to that belief. And to me, I don't think it's that easy. And I get it. Everything I just said is very generic. How do you apply this? How would I know? I don't know you. I don't know your story. A lot of people don't even know themselves. And I'm still in the middle of trying to write my own story. But what I do know is you get to choose. I choose to be the narrator of my own life. And so can anyone. And so should anyone. And I'm not saying it's going to be a fairy tale. It won't. Absolutely, things out of your control, things go to absolute shit. But that's when it's the hardest to keep writing. But what doesn't kill the narrative only strengthens it. The obstacle is the way. By Ryan Holiday, the book. You guys should check it out. But yeah, we all know Hercules. Half man, half god. Son of Zeus, the greatest Greek hero of all. Whatever. Here's the thing. Hercules wouldn't even be Hercules if he didn't complete the 12 labors. Impossible tasks you'd only attempt if you're absolutely insane. But we don't remember him despite them. We remember him precisely because he did those tasks that no one would even dream of doing. It was impossible struggles that made him a legend. And I'm not saying we should all, or we can, become Hercules. But I am saying things out of your control, yes, all the time. But what is in your control is how you frame them, how you narrate them into your story, and more importantly, what actions you choose to take next. Honestly, I don't even know how we got to the Greeks. But speaking of Greeks, I put philosophy as one of my skills in the reel. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't think I'm a philosopher. But the ancient Greeks saw philosophy as a means, a tool, for the ultimate goal of a better life. So I guess if one thinks about life and its meaning in a way that makes our own lives better, then in our own right, we are all philosophers. That's it. Nothing else to say. Oh yeah, about that reel. Did I go crazy? Nah. Actually, maybe. But even if that's the case, it happened way long before the reel. So why did I post it? Post myself half naked, like I'm doing right now. I think the first reason is to get comfortable with posting in general. As someone who never really uses socials, after that reel, I think I'm pretty comfortable with posting anything. The second reason is related. I want thicker skin to people's responses. If I want to do content in the future, then obviously people are gonna have opinions no matter what. And I need to be fine with it. Third reason, I need something outrageous to gather as much attention as I can to give myself the best chance if I'm going to do content. Number 4, to me it was funny.
Wait, why am I doing this?
And I have fun. And lastly, and most important of all, I wanted to share my fitness progress and show everyone my 6-pack. No, but if anyone needs help with fitness and nutrition, hit me up.